Hello everyone, this is Deb again. So it's feeding time for my garden, and I thought I would show you what I do when I go through and I feed my plants. And it's really important that you feed them because they're not gonna get big and healthy and strong and produce a lot of produce unless you feed them. It's just like humans and animals, we all need to be fed. And so I actually do foliar feeding, which is spraying a liquid fertilizer on the leaves, and that's because when you spray on the leaves, the nutrients goes right to the plant. Like there's no waiting to go through the root system or anything like that. And so just every 2 or 3 weeks throughout the growing season, I try to come out here and give them a good feeding. And what I use is this Fish and Seaweed Plus, and it has apple cider vinegar. Let's see if I can show you. It's fish emulsion, cane molasses, apple cider vinegar, seaweed extract, and leonardite ore. And then it's 1 ounce of this per gallon of water. And because my garden is only half the size this year, I just do a half a gallon at a time, and that's enough for all of my plants. And so it's 1 ounce to 1 gallon. And then this is a mineral solution from the ocean, and that's also 1 ounce per gallon. And so I just did a half an ounce right now. And then this is a sticking agent, a wetting agent, and it's made from the yucca plant, and it helps the fertilizer, the liquid, to stick to the leaves a little bit longer, so it doesn't just run off. And it only gives you directions for very large usages, and so I just put like a teaspoon in, I just kind of eyeball it. And then this is my applicator. I really love this thing. This doesn't fit all of the solution right there, so I'll have to refill it twice. But you fill it up to the fill line, which is right there. You take the top off and you fill that up, and then you pump it until you can't pump it anymore, and that pressurizes it. And then this, I like this because you can move it around, and what you want to do is you want to spray the underside of the leaves, and so this is a really good sprayer for that because you can move that up and down just like that. And it's got a different spray pattern on it. I have it set for what I want it on, and that's just a little guard that goes around it to keep it from backsplashing on you. It's a really nice little unit, and you just do that. And if you want to keep it spraying, you just push that little lever forward and it holds it down, and it will continually spray, and you don't have to hold your thumb on it, which is useful sometimes. Alright, so I'm going to fill this, and then I'm going to take it out there and spray all of my tomato plants, and all those tomato plants and the pepper plants, and then probably with what's left over I'll do the strawberries. So I just wanted to show you what I use to foliar feed my plants, guys. I'm not going to take you out there because all my neighbors are out there and everything, and I'm really not in the mood, so I will talk to you later. Bye. Okay, so it's the next day, and I forgot to mention a few things. I was in kind of a hurry last night, and the time of day that I was doing that was right before the sunset, and that's when you want to foliar feed your plants, because if you try to do it during the day, like right now, you'll pretty much burn your plants. So they tell you to foliar feed either early in the morning or late in the evening. I prefer to do it late in the evening when it's this hot. It's been getting up to about 95, 96, 97 with a really high humidity, and so there's no way I would ever foliar feed my plants during the day in this weather, and not even in the morning, because the sun comes up pretty early and it's just going to start beating right down on your plants, and you really just don't want that fertilizer on there. So wait until the evening time, right before the sun sets, to spray your plants if you're going to foliar feed them. And then, oh, and I wanted to mention, I do the whole plants. I know I said the underside of the leaves, but that's in addition. So I'll first take my sprayer and spray upwards to get the bottom sides of the leaves, and then I spray the whole entire plant. I don't just spray the underside, I do spray the whole thing. And so this is, oh, hopefully the lighting isn't bad. This is what my sprayer looks like on the inside. I'm really sorry if this is bad lighting. I'm standing right inside the garage. But that's the bottom of it. And that's what it looks like on the inside. And that little tube there is what brings up the liquid. And so you just fill it up to that fill line, like I said, and you'll screw that back on, which is hard to do one-handed, and I can't right now. But then once you get it screwed all the way back on, like I said, you just pump it until it won't pump anymore, and then you spray until that stops being pressurized, and then you have to re-pump it. So you have to keep re-pumping it several times while you're doing this. It's not that big of a deal. It's really easy to use, and I really like it. Like I said, you just point it upwards when you want to do the bottom side of the leaves, and then when you want to do the rest of it, you point downwards or just go straight at it. And what else did I want to tell you? Oh, the fertilizer that I use, the fish emulsion, it's really, really stinky, and so just plan on your whole garden smelling like fish and seaweed for probably 2 or 3 hours afterwards. But it's not too bad. It's very bright, very sunny right now. Hopefully you guys can see this. But here's my little tomatoes. It's looking really good. I got the tops of my Texas tomato cages on. And I got them on over here too. Sorry about the noise. Sounds like my neighbors are doing some roofing. And so when you're done with your sprayer, you do need to rinse it out. So I take my hose and I rinse it out and I pump it up and I spray the fresh water through that hose and everything, and that will get all the fish emulsion and everything out of there, because you don't want it sitting in there. That would be really gross. So make sure you rinse that out, and then your water jug that you make the fertilizer in, you want to rinse that out and turn it upside down. Turn them both upside down and let it all completely drain out and get nice and dry before you put it away. And also, I think I mentioned that I fertilize like every 2 or 3 weeks. In reality, you could fertilize probably twice a week and they would be very happy with you, and there's not going to be anything hurting it. It's just a natural organic fertilizer, so there's no reason why you can't fertilize a couple times a week. So I just wanted to let you know. Probably the more the better. You know, if I wasn't such a lazy gardener, I'd be out there twice a week doing it, but as it is, it's usually just about once every 2 weeks. But ideally you would do it at least once a week so that your plants can get nice and healthy and produce lots of tomatoes and peppers and whatever else you're growing. And this fertilizer is good for anything. I use it on tomatoes, I use it on the strawberry plants, and what's left over I even use it on my grape arbor over here. So it's very versatile and it's a good organic fertilizer. I hope you guys try it out. Talk to you later. Bye.